Okay, we've had this time to rest, so now our dough is ready to take in the salt and the oil. Again, we just did that so that the liquids had time to absorb into the flour. I did coat this in a little bit of flour because it was a little on the sticky side, and I'm wanting to knead in the oil. So I'll actually just drop that right on the counter here. And so it's only about 1.5 ounces, 30 grams of oil. So we're not looking at a lot, or 40 grams of oil, sorry. But this is just something we're gonna work in to the dough, a spoonful at a time. So we're just gonna drizzle the oil onto the dough and work it in, and it'll kind of get greasy. It's gonna develop a really pretty color. And then as it starts to incorporate, we'll just drizzle a little more on. That makes it easier when you have oil on a dough. You know, sometimes you oil your space rather than using flour, and that'll do the trick for you. So this will keep it from sticking to the counter as well. I always feel like this feels a little futile because I'm getting so much oil on my hands and in my bowl and on the counter, but it will work in little by little. And you can tell from just even that little 30-minute rest how well the dough has developed already. It is smooth, isn't it? Gonna drizzle some more oil on here. It's okay. I'm on a video showing people how to work the oil into the dough. I've never made this recipe before, Georgia. So in place of the honey that I usually use on regular challah, I put molasses to make it nice and brown, and then I added a little cocoa to our flour. So it's going to be kind of like a challah.
Cocoa.
Yeah, just maybe about about a third cup. And because it's that black cocoa.
No, I just said it was sticking to the counter because you can't like see that.
That's okay. I can even just drizzle it right on the counter. We're almost there. It's like a greased pig now, though. And I really should wear an apron. I've already got starter on my shirt. Probably flop some oil on my shirt.
There's none.
And then after we work in this last little bit, we'll also work in the salt. Jordan, do you want to measure some salt for me? Just about a teaspoon and a half. Thanks. Actually, go ahead and make it 2 teaspoons. Okay, you can just really evenly sprinkle it right over the top of the dough. Perfection. Evenly, there you go. I always worry that this won't work in, but it always does. So, okay. There we go. Awesome. All right. Then once I get this worked into the dough, we'll give it a good amount of time to rise. It's actually going to rise for 5 hours and then chill after that. So there's a lot of flexibility there. Last night, my regular challah, I let rise for a couple of hours, chilled it overnight, and then pulled it out a couple hours before I went to bake it, just for timing's sake, because nobody needs to set their alarm for 3 in the morning to bake the bread. So I'm going to need this a little longer and try to get it a little bit flexible, and it should even dry out a little. It's getting a little sticky from all that added oil. And then I will put it in my bowl and cover it up for the night. It's about 5:30, so I do have the advantage if I want, put it in the, leave it out on the counter for 5 hours and then drop it in the fridge, and then tomorrow be able to work with it in the morning, cutting it and braiding it into the braids. And I'll be sure to post braids as well. We'll see you soon.